Hey all, I want to talk to you a little bit about the biggest, baddest cat in America. Here she is. This is Lena. This is my cat Lena. Say hi, Lena. Anyway, I just want to share with you a little bit about a different cat, and that is the mountain lion. This is a recent painting I finished, and this is just going to be a short time lapse. It's going to go over a little bit of details, some behind the scenes, nothing too crazy, but I hope you enjoy it, and please share if you do like it. So have a great day. Alright, just to start off, the reason why I wanted to start this painting in the first place is mountain lions are, to me, they're very interesting animals. They're a lot of fun to paint. There's so many color variations, a lot of warm tones on their backs, and the shadows have a lot of cools. But this one in particular is, the backstory is, this is a mountain lion that I was watching at the Bismarck Zoo. I love when we go out west. My wife's from Montana. We go out west. We go to Bismarck a lot. We go to the Bismarck Zoo. And there was a 2-year-old mountain lion that was super aggressive and just having a fun time with the older one that was laying in there. And I was having a hoot just watching them. And this particular time I was in there, this mountain lion was literally stalking me. I'd get on my hands and knees and pop up, and this thing would be looking right at me, face to face. We were just having a fun time together. So I wanted to incorporate this into a painting and get that same pose that I was getting. And also, I'm a huge fan of painting on snow. I love it. If you haven't had a chance to ever paint on snow, you should do it. It's just so awesome, and you can get, especially if you have a good reference photo or you're out in the snow painting it. If the sun is hitting that, it really just, it pops. So that's always really a challenge. So I'm in here blocking in all the basic shapes, coming in with the highlights already, and just trying to set apart the midtones that I started with. Adding a little bit of detail as I go. Now, something that I've been doing recently is I'm fading the background out a little bit and bringing the foreground in with more details. Something that I've been working on for a while, and just trying to continue to get better at that. So one really cool thing about mountain lions is they are ridiculously powerful animals. I'm sure most of you already knew that, but a mountain lion can actually jump vertically 18 feet without running or anything like that. Just standing still, jump straight up in the air 18 feet. And they can, if they're running, they can run and jump horizontally for 40 feet. So they say. That's crazy. Insane leg power. So I'm continuing to go in with these highlights, making sure that I can tell the difference between the warms and the cool tones. If you can see on here, there's a lot of warm tones on the top of that mountain lion's head. That sunlight hitting there really brings out the reddish tones on the top of their head. So I'm bringing in details in the middle ground here, but I'm trying not to get too crazy with them, just enough so you can tell that's sagebrush, but I don't want to get overboard where it takes away from this mountain lion here. But I'm just working my way to that mountain lion, so the details on that'll be coming here soon. Working on a little bit more on the highlights of the snow. I kind of break the invisible rule sometimes of not using whites. When it comes to snow or different areas on any subject matter, if I feel like I need to put solid white on, I will, and snow is one of those things I will, just to give it that extra pop. For my style's a little bit different than some people have, and what I'll do is I'll paint kind of loosely in the background, and I'll bring all the details up forward, and then when I get to the very end, I paint really thinly, and at the very end I'll glob on my highlights with really thick paint, and you'll start to see some of that here in just a little bit. That's the thing about art, you know, everybody can attack it in their own way and have a great result no matter how they approach it. So there's no set way to do art, and that's how it should be. Now going back to the white roll, I do have a black roll that I follow. I do not use black at all at this point in my career. A lot of times I'll mix ultramarine blue with Van Dyke brown or something in that nature to kind of get a darker color, but not a solid black. Now finally getting to the mountain lion himself. Pouring some details, kind of adding that up layer by layer, building it up. Getting down to that face. If you can see on that face already, and I haven't even attacked the details much there yet, but mountain lions have ridiculously giant teeth. I mean, crushing teeth. The incisors on a mountain lion, they say, can get up to 2 inches long. Crazy, crazy. And another thing is their tail. It's so long, their tail actually takes up a third of the full body length. So I'm going in here, doing the details in the face, the first round at least. Some highlights on those eyes. If you don't have the highlight on the eye right, you're not gonna capture that animal, no matter what it is. So if it takes you 100 tries, make sure you get those eyes right. Obviously, I'm not there yet on this one, but I'll get there. I try not to paint every individual hair on an animal. I used to do that, and to be honest, I think it kind of deadened the animal and made them flat, didn't give them the life that they needed. So now I look for pockets of fur or clumps instead of individual hair. I'm breaking them apart more in the shapes than I used to. Just making some adjustments here on that snow. Trying to make it a little bit. Towards the end, adding some details last minute here, some whiskers, branches in the snow, some highlights. We're gonna call it done here.